In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends, there are plenty and plenty of targets. Whatever a human being wants to do, plenty and plenty of options and several targets which we are so desperate to achieve. We are working so hard, trying to work smart, trying to work hard to achieve all of these. But dear friends, I think something which is of extreme importance has been overlooked, has been ignored by us. Although, if at all we do succeed in achieving this one thing alone, I think we will become one of the most successful people ever. Why? Because the life we are living in, it is just a kind of examination hall. We are here just to, you know, just to take an exam and just to prove our real worth. My dear friends, I think it is the character building, for we ourselves, and the character building of our offspring, the next generation we are supposed to take care of as much as we can. We are supposed to support totally till they stand on their own two feet and become able to somehow rely on themselves. Dear friends, I think it is the power of character which we needs to understand. And although as far our today's modern digital era is concerned, during this digital era, it is actually the era of motivational speaking and the mind science as well. People are seen learning and teaching it to their children how to achieve the maximum in the shortest span of time, how to somehow become a Steve Jobs, how to become Elon Musk, how to become a Jack Ma, how to become a Bill Gates. So that is something being taught by today's trainers, by today's motivational speakers. These people are teaching the younger folks that how to become one of the biggest biggest entrepreneurs in the world, how to become a billionaire, and then on the power of your billions and billions of dollars, how to play the biggest so called political and social role in the society. I think if at all we and the people of our age, if at all, they do have to teach someone from the modern era, from one of the most known names in the digital world today. I think we need to learn from Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is also an American billionaire, but this character has contributed single-handedly 45 and a half 45.5 billion US dollars in charity. He did earn money. He did very well. He did a very good amount of money. That's really also nice. But it is good because he did a lot of contribution. Imagine 45.5 billion US dollars till now, but still he planned to donate and contribute lots and lots of more money. But if at all we look upon the characters which has somehow affected, impressed the whole of the humanity, the humans of all age, the human beings forever, Obviously, these are the characters which were actually prophets of Allah, and then the last prophet of Allah, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and then the disciples, the trainees of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the companions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar bin al-Khattab, Sayyidina Usman bin Affan, Sayyidina Ali al-Murtada, Sayyidina Umar bin Abdul Aziz. So these are the characters. These are the characters which are known throughout the history of human being. And as far as Sayyidina Umar bin al-Khattab is concerned, his name is written amongst the top most influential human beings, in the human history. And I remember I read it somewhere that Mahatma ji, Gandhi ji, the founding father of India, the founding father of India, and he wrote somewhere else that when I look upon the rulers of human history, and if at all I want to quote someone from the human history, from the rulers of human history, if at all they were the simplest and the most effective, who was the simplest and who was the most effective, I'm not left with any other option except the companions of Prophet Muhammad, except the companions of Muhammad, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Umar bin al-Khattab, Usman bin Affan, Ali al-Murtada, Umar bin Abdul Aziz. He says that Abu Bakr and Umar, so these were the simplest and the most effective of all the rulers. On the one hand, they were the most sagacious ever rulers who have walked there on this earth. On the other hand, they were the simplest one. I think so. These are the characters. Even the non-Muslims cannot ignore them. They were such a great, rather the greater characters of human history. If at all, even the non-Muslims cannot afford to ignore them. How come we the Muslims of digital age, the Muslim rulers, the Muslim intellectuals and academics, these so-called the trainers, the motivational speakers of the digital age, I think we need to learn, we need to be taught the character of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar bin al-Khattab, Sayyidina Usman bin Affan, Sayyidina Ali al-Murtada, Sayyidina Umar bin Abdul Aziz. I think that we need to learn, and we need to learn from these great characters. Rather, I don't have any hesitation to say that these are the greatest characters out of the human history, apart from the apostles of Allah, apart from the prophets of Allah. So if at all we are learning, we are trying to learn from the Steve Jobs, if at all we are trying to learn from the Elon Musk, from the other billionaires of the digital age, I think we also need to learn Sayyidina Usman bin Affan, whose business is still going on in Saudi Arabia, in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I think that we need to talk to these people. These people should be taught, these people should be learned from, and that is, I think, the biggest thing we can ever do to our great personalities of the human history. Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar bin al-Khattab, Sayyidina Usman bin Affan, Sayyidina Ali al-Murtada, Sayyidina Umar bin Abdul Aziz.